Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anu Joseph Media. So, I have a business related topic for you today. So, this is more associated with how I can actually be successful faster. Because a lot of people, this is the topic, and if you actually felt like uh, if I were you, I would have done it. A lot of people says that to me because nowadays they see me being coming up as a leader and everything, and people started talking to me like that. If I were you, I would have done it, or if I had your capacity or your skills, I would have done it. So if you have ever felt it like that, this episode is very specifically for you. And so let's talk about it. So when it comes to business in the beginning, I was no one. I actually had looked at all the leadership around me and felt the same. I would think that if I were them, I would have done it better, or I felt like they had more skills than me. That's why they are doing it, or they are successful because of that. So then later on, I figured out that it is not their skills which actually made them better, but there are some factors which we can use to get ourselves better in the business in the early stages. And the first part of is that is investing in yourself. So normally people say that I will go for a convention when I make some money. Second thing, they will say that when I make some money, I'll buy some books, or I will listen to a podcast when I have some money. So this actually will is backwards actually. When you do all these things, the results of that will show up in your business. Okay, so it's not the other way around. The business doesn't come first. Uh, it is this investment of investing in yourself comes first, long before you start seeing the results. So the it is the results of investing in yourself shows up in your business as well. So that means you got to buy the books, and you got to read good book, you got to listen to the podcast and everything early on, so you can get results. So that's where, like, these things actually molds you to be the person you should be, uh, to look like a credible person in the marketplace. And when you present yourself to be a better person, that the reflection of that comes back to you. So this is, 100%, I am actually a big fan of law of assumption when it comes to all of this, because anything who I am is what is reflected back to me, right? It's like a mirror turned towards me, and I'm looking at it. So uh, so when it comes to whatever is inside of me is whatever I'm getting from other person. When we present something, when we are talking to them, anywhere we go, even if we are on social media, all of this reflects back to us, because we whatever is inside of us, like, we educated ourselves, we spend money on ourselves for actually making ourselves better. We studied a lot, we put our effort into uh, to improving ourselves. The self improvement inside of us is the reflection what we see outside. So invest in yourself from the beginning. Even if, like, no, but like, this is like just a guideline for you to know these things early on, because it's so important that you got to understand that it's not after you make money that you invest in yourself. It's prior to that. Even when you're not making money, do the things which is affordable for you. Like, there are podcasts, like, some of my favorite podcasts is Gold Digger podcast by Jenna Kutcher, and then I like the one from Russell Brunson. So those, and I also like Admire It, the Admire It show. All of those ones are my favorite ones, you can also listen to that. You can also uh, they're free, like they're on Spotify. You can listen to it anytime when you're driving. Invest in yourself. There is nothing compared to that. The second thing is full and memorable, especially at this time of the year. We know that it is uh, it's it's a time of Christmas, right? Like right now, I'm recording this in the Christmas time. So be thoughtful. Give people a call. Call them on their birthdays, or visit them more often. Talk to them. Be genuinely interested in people. So being thoughtful and memorable is another thing. Like being connected to people is what brings success to you. Because if you stayed away for too long, and you won't actually be in contact with those people, even to ask for help, you don't have people around you to ask for that help, right? So be thoughtful and memorable, and that is the second part of it. Third topic I really want to mention to you here is focus on solving a problem. Like, if there is no problem, there is no solution, right? We say that business owners are problem solvers. So if we are problem solvers, identify a problem people are facing, like whatever, whoever we are talking to, find like what is their problem is. And secondly is ask how serious they are about solving it. you know we don't want to offer somebody a solution who is not seeking for it. So ask them about like how serious are you in solving your problem. And the third thing is offer a, a solution to it. If you have a service or product, you are you're providing others, this is your time to actually talk to them about that. And like, let's say like somebody is like working for long hours and they don't have quality family time. So what is the quality family time like in our business world? Like I get to actually decide my own time. I as a mom, for me, I have the freedom of taking my kids to the school, dropping them off, picking them up, and also to drop them off for their activities and everything. And I can still run my business. I just schedule all of this into it's built into my schedules, right? So I'll talk about that in another video about how to schedule your day. But if the one rule is like if it is not scheduled, it is not there, okay? But if we get a lot of freedom and time to spend with our family compared to anybody else, just because we are in the business. And if I was an employee, I didn't have that opportunity. Yes, I am busy. I do not have like much time, but at the same time, if you ask my children, mom is there for them. So this is the biggest advantage I have being in business, like, and having my own schedule. Like there is no boss telling me that I cannot take time off for my daughter or my son to for their school functions or their activities or anything like that. So I just want to mention like a few things. Books wise, you can read for self improvement, and one of the books is like The Psychology of Influence. And another thing is like I have put together a free resource of like how to build, like I put together like 10 ways you can put in this modern world, how you can actually like build some influence and credibility in the marketplace. So you can download it below this video as well. And with that, thank you so much. You are successful. You got to believe that. even Even when you actually think about it, you're already successful. You just cannot see it in front of you. Just because it is not uh, just because it is not in front of you doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. You are already successful, and I want to assure that, because in law of assumption it says that everything exists, and at the same time, when God created, he created everything at the same time. All possibilities is like already exist in the reality. God had created it already, but we need to actually choose it with our thought. We God gave us the permission to pick what we want. So be successful, like pick the success, not the failure. Be the success, right? So with that, thank you so much. Pick up the downloadable resource for you. Thank you. Bye.